everybody. So as you know, my name is Kianti Ayshea and this is Blue Aura Healing Guidance and Tarot. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, y'all. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest, all right? If this is not your reading, that's okay. We have over hundreds of readings here on the channel. Go and check something else out, okay? Perhaps something else resonates more so with you and your situation. All right, thank you guys so much for all your likes, all your comments, all your shares. Okay, I see you guys sharing it to your peoples and them. Thank y'all. All right, I appreciate all the love, book personals, etc. All right, thank you, Spirit. All right, and always, okay, hey, always, you want a bracelet, shout out E. It's on the website. All right, I'll make something custom just for you, boo thing. We have Fired Up. All right, very first card out. Child. Lord have mercy, child. Somebody is angry, okay? Whew, you got somebody upset. You got twin flames. Somebody, you got your twin flame upset, honey. Ain't no somebody, you got your twin upset. What's this? Third party. Child, this person could have attempted to put you in a third party situation. And when you didn't want to deal with it, they got angry. Okay. Okay, we have deadline. Yeah, it's like this person feels they ran out of time. Now, here's the thing. Spirit has divine timing, right? And then people's egos have their own timing. But the thing is to challenge ourselves to trust Spirit, right? And trust in Spirit's timing. And it's not always the easiest because we're just sitting here like, do, right? And time just keep passing. So maybe you just felt like you couldn't wait any longer, all right? You asked this person for something specifically. It wasn't delivered. And so you stop waiting, all right? This person now wants to come through and show you appreciation. They want to let you know that they miss you. They want to express love. This person misses your vibe, okay? So although they're angry, it's like they're doing everything in their power to calm themselves down prior to approaching you because they're not going to bring that energy toward you, all right? Now, they might be upset with themselves and projecting that anger. So once again, taking a step back to pause because it's nobody else's fault but mine if Spirit and feminine. Now I started to say if Spirit asked me. So that means it wasn't even like you just said, hey, you know what I want you to do? Do that for me. And they didn't do it. And so you just would say, you know what, whatever. It could be that. It could be as simple as that. If this the person you were dating, okay, you tell them you want something one time. You ain't got to tell them 55 times, okay? Now the elders will tell you, but men, you might have to repeat yourself. You're definitely going to have to repeat yourself with a man, okay? Period. So just get realistic about it and understand that that's going to happen, okay? But how often and about what? And what does it mean to you? And what are they showing you through their actions that it means to them? You know, so nobody's going to want to keep waiting. Yeah, we have evidence. See, nobody's going to want to keep waiting, all right? Yeah. Whew. Some of you feel like this person is like temptation. And temptation is never good, you know? Temptation is like lustful and lust-based. Like, I'm good on the lust, okay? That's the energy I'm feeling here. Look, I'm good on the lust. It's not even lust that they have for you. It's love. I feel like this person likes to try to keep something quiet. Or they like to try to, wear this mask for whomever. Okay, this person may be wearing this mask by pretending that they're not upset, even though they are. Okay, guarded. You're very guarded due to the things that you've gone through in life, okay? But you want to be mindful of how guarded you are at this time because you don't want to block your heart chakra, okay? I tell you guys that all the time. You don't want to block your heart chakra, so be mindful of, you know, what energy you're sitting in and for how long. I hurt myself by letting you go. I was selfish and immature. Please forgive me, okay? Some of your people might actually have something going on with the law, like this person may not have been able to do what you were asking them to do because of this. Okay? Something like that. This person may struggle with anger issues. Okay? It's another thing that's coming up for some of you. But I feel like overall the reason why Fired Up came out is because they have all these emotions for you. Like right here it says mirror emotions, your other half, reflection of your soul, shared feelings, right? Over here it says building up emotions. Overwhelming thoughts. You see, so it's like because I have these emotions building up, and for a lot of you, if you're not speaking to the person, they have no outlet for them. They just have these feelings building up, and they're having all of these thoughts about you. But then keep in mind, they're wearing this mask. They could be wearing this mask, but they're not telling you who and how they really are. You might think this person is a good guy. Child, they a whole bad boy in these streets. Okay? Like, whole bad boy for real in these streets. Okay? That's what it says right here. In the closet, secrets being held down low. Okay, now I'm a hope ain't no other stuff going on. But when this comes out next to this, that's what it looks like. Okay? Don't try to put something there that ain't there. That's what it is. It's them, you know, having run-ins with the law and you just not knowing it. You thinking this person is so good. You know how it goes. You just can't judge a book by its cover, beloved. Okay? We should all know that by now. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, it says, please be patient because I'm afraid of commitments. Aw, this person is afraid of commitments. I feel like their anger issues could be what's gotten them into so many things with the law. Shoot. Okay, this person needs to work on that. Talking about, please be patient, I'm afraid of commitments. Yeah, because they probably don't want to get into a commitment with you and then you see this mask slip off. Okay, now all those things they was putting on the front about, that's what it says, putting on the front. All those things they was putting on the front about, you now see the truth of. You see everything clear. All right, it says, I know that we are spiritually connected. They feel like the two of you are spiritually connected. It came out right underneath that Twin Flames card. So, about that. You are the one and only. Okay, so what deadline? Okay, what deadline? You know what I'm hearing? Here we go again, back to Avant. 4 minutes here. Your person feel like they 4 minutes ran out. It says, I hope to have a future with you one day. A lot of you are like, I'm moving on with my life. Okay, they feel like their time ran out. I'm not the same person. So whoever they were when you got hurt, they want you to know they're not that person anymore. Now, whether or not you believe it, totally different story. Okay. It says, our connection is complicated. There are issues out of our control. See, I'm telling you, it's something dealing with the law. Or this person is afraid that if they do something, then somebody going to stick the law on them, which is weird. Because why would they do that? Unless they're just nasty Nancy's. And you know they exist. You have negative, nasty Nancy's everywhere. All right. Like right here, people pleasing. Who they trying to please instead of you? Right? Whoever they were trying to please instead of you is why you are not freaking with them at the moment. It says, I struggle with revealing my true feelings and emotions, but I love you more than you think. Ciao. Okay? Just let it out. I feel like this is all what's being in the closet. You know, it's not like, oh, you know, I like a certain thing and you don't know about it. For some of y'all, it could be that, but that could also be why they're angry. This person might have a lot of temptation, a lot of interest, and they don't want to have those interests. And so they fight against themselves. And that could be for some of you, not all of you. Okay? Because you know how that go. Like people that just don't like certain people that like certain people. And you be like, why? It's because it's something inside of them that resonate with that. And they don't want it to. The Bible says you shouldn't do that. You know, everybody make you feel bad when you like the same sex or something like that. You know, it's that type of thing. Maybe they still was trying to figure themselves out in that essence. Okay? I have never loved anyone the way that I love you. But regardless of what they like, who they like, you know, that part may not resonate with everybody. There's no one that compares to you. You are the one and only. I have never loved anyone the way that I love you. So you stand out. Okay? I hope the future will bring us together. Yeah. This person is like, I'm praying this is not completely done. And you still see me at least as somebody you can try with. All right? It says, I need to own up to where I feel sure about this relationship. So they could have given you the feeling of them just not being sure about you. Them not being certain about you. All right? Them not knowing if they really wanted to be all in or not. So with the Chariot in the world, you could have attempted to end this cycle, close this cycle out. Thing is, it's your twin, so they're going to be on this soul journey with you, whether you talk to them, deal with them or not. All right, somebody is in the energy of missing their soulmate right now with the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords. Person is seeking a conversation, open, honest conversation, so that they can heal this broken heart. They can get over this anger. Nine of Cups and a Four of Wands. This person desires to be with you. Like I said, I hope the future will bring us together. They want union with you. All right, twin flame union, that's their desire. The Lovers. So you have the twin flames and the Lovers, the Ace of Wands. This person is feeling all this, I feel like, is the fired up energy. All right. If they were to transmute that into art, something creatively expressive, it'll probably make them millions because this person is really upset right now. Like, put that energy into something else, you know, because we really can't be upset with anyone else. If, again, spirit, that was the first thing that went to go fly out of my mouth. Spirit, the divine, the most high God, give, you know, you direct instructions, and you do something else, that's on you. Okay? That is on you. So, like, right here, I know that we are spiritually connected. You felt it in your spirit to do something and didn't. Okay? You got 4 wands right here. Yeah. I can't make this up. Okay? Justice. So, it's like consequences. Consequences of keeping this hidden. You didn't let this person know what you wanted with them, which is commitment. The Hierophant, the 4 wands, and Lovers? Yes. Then we have how many majors? 3? Just in that little bit of time? Okay, we have the 2 of Wands, 2 of Wands. Yeah, if they had to pick and choose between anybody else, it's you. So that could have been the energy that they were in. You know, do I pick this one? Do I pick this one? Child, you know which one to pick. Stop playing games. 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior. So either that could have hurt you and wounded you. You said, I cannot do this no more. I cannot be wounded. This person pretending like they don't know what they want when it's very obvious to, like, anybody, come on, who's able to sense anything. It's obvious. Okay? You're like, I'm not about to convince someone of something that's destined. Now you see this clock? Same thing with the clock there, right? So it's like this person could have been in some sort of relationship that was just extra. 5 of Wands, yeah, extra is I don't know what. That could have been who they was trying to please. Remember earlier I said they were trying to please somebody instead of making sure that you were happy. Okay? There could be somebody that they're walking away from in order to come to you. And this could be somebody that they've been like on again, off again with. They've been wanting the 10 of Cups with you, but the person keep coming in with the 5 of Wands energy. You know, I want to move on with my life, but how can I move on with my life if somebody keep making it difficult for me to move on? They put me in all sorts of situations, you know. So again, with them wanting to have an open, honest conversation. But when somebody comes to you and they tell you that truth, yes, that truth is that truth, King of Cups, and they're giving you all of their heart, all their love, all their affection, they're being sincere with it, doesn't mean that you have to deal with something if you know you can't deal with it. Like when we first put the deck, we saw a third party. I said perhaps this person was trying to put you in a third party situation, and that's not what you wanted to do. So when you dipped out, it was like they got upset. But what's necessary here is action. King of Wands. You can be upset all you want to be upset, but what will bring you peace of mind is you taking the action. Because I feel, feminine, you've done your part. I saw the Queen of Pentacles. She's extremely dependable and reliable. All right, the Tower. You see here, Spirit said, all right, you can make excuses if you want to, but you either have results or excuses. You don't have both. Okay? So when you tell somebody our connection is complicated, there are issues outside of my control. There's issues outside of our control. Correct. But what about the things that are in your control? Like your attitude, your mood. Because it's through your mindset and your attitude that your mood is affected. You know? So it's like you know this already. What about the actions you choose to take? Okay. So the Tower here. Okay. Tower is about sudden change, unexpected events, things that completely shake us up and alter our lives. So whatever this is that took place was something that they needed to see. They needed to see whatever this is for themselves so that they can go ahead and make the decision. Yeah. And Knight of Swords is a very decisive energy. It's somebody who knows exactly what they want, exactly who they want, exactly where they want to go, exactly what the mission is. The assignment is, the assignment is understood. And they get to where they got to go, get it done, and that's it. See, 2 of Cups. I know already I'm coming to my twin flame soulmate. That's who I want to come to. Especially once this Tower happened, you know. Spirit asks us to make the adjustments. We don't make them. Spirit makes us so uncomfortable that now we have no other choice but to make this adjustment. So it could have been like, because of all the drama that comes with whoever third party is, they could have got put in a situation with law enforcement, you know. So you're like, this got to end. Because, you know, like I said, you could think this person is one way. Maybe they're really not that way. I'm picking up on that for a lot of you. You know, like they got this criminal background and history you just don't know nothing about, child. Okay? This person like, you don't even know me, shawty. Like, for real, I'm crazy. High key. You know, you like, no, they serious. Okay, really crazy for real, high key. You probably laugh because you like, nigga, I'm crazy too. Crazy me, crazy nigga. Everybody got to meet their match someday, Nikki. Okay? No, but... But for others of you, I feel this energy here where they've never had no run-ins with the law. Okay? Perhaps you have, you know, put yourself whichever side you go. This person could feel like you keep certain things from them and they don't really know who you are, but it's like you have to take the action and come towards a person and be consistent in order to really get them to put their guard down that they already got up with you in the first place because you tried to put them in a third party situation. Okay? When we come over here acting like, yeah, 7 of Cups, like you confused, you know what's going on, masculine. Okay? Now with the 7 of Cups, this person may be fantasizing about you, daydreaming about you, different things like that. Okay, for those of you who this person is locked up currently, yeah, you help get them through some lonely nights. Okay, we have the Death card here. Yeah, this person feel like something has to change. Something with their life has to change, starting with them. Yeah, something in their life has to change. If this person If this person kept certain things from you, then I feel like they did it because they wanted to impress you, and it depends on how you guys met. Like, let's say you grew up around this person. There might be things that you would know about this person if you're from the same area that they from. If you're not, then there are certain things that you just may not know. So then you find out other ways, you know? Yeah, see the Moon and the 7 of Swords. It's like, it's things about this person that you, I mean, I don't want to make it seem like they like double lived or double living or have a double life or anything like that, right? But it's more like, how do I explain this? Again, it's just like something is public. See, it's like public record. But if you never went to go look into it, if you never said to yourself, well, let me go and see if this person got a record, then you wouldn't know. Okay? And the reality is, look, again, we all have done some things. We all have had a past, whatever it is, child. Who cares? About this person, they just so used to trying to please everybody that they wear this mask. You may not wear a mask. You might just be out here like, look, this is me. This is what I done did. It's no shame in my game. If I wouldn't have did it, I wouldn't be who I am. Like, this person has to get to that point, and I feel like that's where they are. Death card. Something has to change. When you go through that transformation, you're no longer who you used to be. You're not trying to, you know, like hide it. You're not embarrassed. It's a testimony. It's not something for you to be embarrassed about. You went through it. You got through it. Now look at you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something for you to be embarrassed about. It builds you up. It adds to your character. Okay? We have the Queen of Wands here. I tell you, they're very drawn to you. And then with this lifestyle, it's a closet, like all these different clothes. You have a lot of different garments and you know, you like to adorn your temple, you know, by doing certain things to it, you know, putting certain wares on it so that you just look a certain way. You like to dress your body nice, okay? You like to look good. 3 of Wands. This person can see themselves coming towards you. Hermit, okay? Look, even if they got to look for you with a flashlight at this point, okay? Knight of Wands. I feel like this person has a lot of passion, I'll say, toward you, and they are ready to express that passion. All right, 10 of Cups. This person wants happily ever after with you, whatever that looks like. Like I said, it's different for everybody. You know, happily ever after for old girl over there could be white picket fence, you know, lottie dottie, we likes to potty, you know, and the happily ever after for you could be like, you know, somewhere in the city, okay, with a brownstone or something, like, you know, like, who knows? Like, okay, it's different for everybody. But whatever your happily ever after is, you know, your happily ever after may include children. Other people happily ever after may not include children. Okay, like, you know what your happily ever after looks like. Okay, some people want to work until they get old and retire. Other people want to find ways to retire early. You know, so whatever your happily ever after looks like. Okay. Let's see. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, I hope we will have a future together, because with the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups, baby girl, you done shut the door. You have shut the door. Okay? And I feel like the lifestyle being right here with the I have never loved anyone the way that I love you and the Queen of Wands, this makes me feel like your person is thinking, well, I can't see but so much, so I have no idea what you're really doing, who you're talking to, who you're doing it with. Okay? They're on the outside looking in and doing everything they can to keep peace of mind and sanity, like trying to meditate and journal and stuff like that. Okay? Because this person, yeah, Four of Swords, because this person is seeing you in their dreams, they may be trying to sleep a lot, nap a lot, stuff like that. So now Ten of Pentacles. This person wants marriage with you. The Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles, excuse me, so ladylike, right? Queen of Pentacles is because of how dependable you are. You make this person feel secure. And just in case you guys don't know, it's important for the man to feel secure in his relationship as well. Ten of Wands. Yeah, this person is stressing. Okay, look, it's the karmic. Y'all think it's a joke. You give them peace of mind and the other situation stresses them out. So when you're not present, what you think they're dealing with? A bunch of stress, and they have zero outlet for it. None. So yeah, person feeling a little bit of a way here. Okay, they certainly are feeling a little bit of a way here. Let's see, you got this Two of Wands. I'm going to keep it moving. We have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so again, you are the one and only. I already know that. So I'm coming in to work on this connection. We're going to build this thing on up. Okay? From the ground, from the rooter to the tutor. Yeah, but I feel like what this person wasn't telling you is that they were stuck on something. So let's say, like, if this person had, what's that thing called? A monitor on their ankle or something like that. Or any type of probation or anything like that is also coming to mind. It's like they couldn't move but so much. And maybe they just didn't tell you that because they didn't want you to think the wrong thing about them. They didn't want you to feel no type of way. But with the Ace of Swords, this person's like, I have to speak up because I would rather my person know all of me than me wear this mask with them. And then one day it slips off and now I'm thinking about if they really like me for me or not. No, just be yourself, masculines in the back of the back. I tell y'all that all the time because here's the thing. Your twin is resonating with your soul. Your twin is resonating with your spirit. You understand what I'm saying to you? They're not thinking about the facade and the mask that you put on for the world. They're not focused on that. They really don't even see that. A lot of times you might recognize how attractive your twin is. You know, hence they recognize how attractive you is. That's for sure. Okay. You might recognize, and you saw them as the King of Wands earlier, so don't play with my mans, okay? You might see them as attractive and everything, but what does that mean if that inside is not right? So you're focused on that, okay? You're the devil, see? And so Spirit said, listen, no, I'm sorry. You can go ahead and think all that you like, that this is a situation that you even have to contemplate. Lovers or devil, lovers or devil. Remember that the other day? That's crazy. The Lovers is a representation of divine, sacred relationship energy, divine connection between divine feminine and masculine. The Devil is a representation of, when we talk about relationships, a karmic relationship. Somebody who you get with to learn a lesson, to teach a lesson to, and both souls evolve to the next level. But it is not a choice to repeat a lesson that you may have already learned. And keep in mind, everything happens for a reason. So if this person is with this person, or if they were with them, then it's a reason for that. There was something that they needed to learn. It's something their soul needed for their personal journey. And that's why Spirit allowed them to be together. But once the assignment was done, once the, requirement or what have you was fulfilled, it was time to move forward. And even a person does not move forward and they try to be at a standstill, Spirit's like, no worries, Tower. Because we must forgot this was the devil. We must have forgot. Let me remind you. That's the Tower. Let me show you who this person is. And so now they're coming into you and wanting to apologize and reconcile and make up for where they were wrong. You have your arms folded like, because you don't want to hear that shit. You was acting like you was stuck, Hangman, and left Feminine feeling confused. High Priestess. Feminine, you was on everything already, and I feel like that's what makes it bad. That's what makes it bad. Because when you want to be with somebody, you want to know that you can trust the person. You want to know that the person trusts you enough as to where they don't feel like they have to omit or lie. You want to feel like this person loves you and trusts you enough as to where they can just be themselves with you. And they're not pretending. The second you feel like this person is pretending, High Priestess, you snip it off. Said, something ain't right. You're not telling me what it is, and I don't like it. Okay, we got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this person was suffering in silence. You said something's not right. You're not telling me what it is, and I don't like it. Because your twin here with the Lovers and the Four of Swords, You are this person's peace. And a lot of you know that. You're their safe space. They're your safe space. So this person is hiding this from you out of fear of judgment, out of fear that you won't want to deal with them no more, instead of just realizing that you'll be there and support them because you love them like that. Doesn't mean you got to involve yourself in whatever they got going on with the law. That's their business. Let them handle their karmic contract. That's their karmic stuff. Okay, but that don't mean you won't love them through it. That don't mean your feelings going to change on them. That's not what that means. Six of Pentacles, yeah. Now this person wants to give and take with you equally. They don't want to keep anything in the closet anymore or hidden from you. Ace of Pentacles is my engagement ring. They want to let it be known how they feel about you. I hope the future will bring us together because they hope to have a future with you. Nine of Wands, here's the thing. Like I said, while you're their peace of mind, this other situation is stressing them out. You're not present. Nine of Wands is what they feel like. The wounded warrior, the magician. So they're aiming to pull back on you because the magician and the high priestess go together real bad. Okay, and I mean real bad. But you can't force a person to do anything. So hence right here it says I need to own up to where I feel sure about this relationship, right? Because you've been making it seem thus far like you ain't know, and it's all because you was trying to hide something. Not because they weren't sure about you. I don't see that nowhere. But it's more so because they've been trying to hide something. Okay, Three of Wands. Yeah. So this person is hoping to have this future with you. That's what it says. They're serious. No jokey joke. Okay. What is this here? Justice. Yeah, they want to come in and make something right with you. All right. They don't want this to be the end. They don't want you to think the worst of the worst things about them. Different stuff like that. Okay. They just want you to know that they are certain. They do know what they want, etc. Let me get some different cards. All right, y'all. Thank you, Spirit. I said different cards, right? Because I thought I was going to get angel numbers, but changed my mind. Okay. Oh, excuse me, guys. It says, it is safe to surrender to the good feelings, the lover. Aphrodite, passion, abundance. See, I don't wear no mask. I'm over here like, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. So ladylike, right? Excuse me. Growing pains, healing, patience, and unconscious. Okay? It's a process. They're feeling them growing pains. Okay? Liberation. Just let me be. Free spirit, wow, authentic. Yeah. You're a free spirit. Some might say wow, feminine. That's a divine feminine. We have the fairy, blessings flow, magical energy. Darling, don't you remember? You're a badass. Keep winging it. This card comes out all the time. I guess this is one of my cards, y'all. Because it come out every reading. So, that card loves us. Okay. Need some badasses around you. Alright. We have may sweet and soft things find you. Harmony. Ease, inner child, and softness. Aw. Yeah, this is your lover, dude. Dudette. This is your lover, dudette. I'm sorry, I'm a boy mom. Listen, y'all know. Okay, so if you hear me dude and all that, y'all, give me grace. Give me grace. You are worthy of beautiful things. The servant queen. Divine, magnetic, and valuable. Aww. Yeah, so this person wants to communicate. The number 3 is here. They want to expand. They want to grow. They want to learn. 27-9. They're completing cycles. They're evolving. They're changing. 31, again, 4. Stability is what they want with you. 7, ascension. 7 is here twice. So both of you are ascending. Yeah, the butterflies. Transformation, change, rebirth. That's why they feel these growing pains. 19 is 10, new beginning. Okay, they're healing. As they heal, they want you to be patient. It says, please be patient because I'm afraid of commitments. They know you're their lover. Aphrodite, you have that Aphrodite energy. You're extremely magnetic to your person. It's your eternal center. I couldn't get it out. It's your eternal center. All right. It says there's a place within me, still, calm, steady, eternal, guru, protection, and peace. If it's one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, divine feminine, you protected. Okay, you're protected. You're magnetic. You're divine. Okay, you are magic, baby. You are truly authentic. You are liberated in every which way. And your person just truly wants to be a part of your life in whichever way you'll allow them to be. But when we see things like the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the Hierophant, that's all marriage related. The 10 of Pentacles, this person wants to build up to marriage. That's what they see you as. They see you as their life partner regardless of how you choose to go about it. If you want to legally get married or not, they see you as their life partner, period. All right, so those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. You can let go now. Surrender to what is. Acceptance, letting go, water, non-resistance. Okay. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. By the way, 25 is also 7. So now you have it 3 times. 777. This is a blessed union. Peace and hair grease.